staying in line with the Bush administration on a controversial environmental law that some say could affect the fate of the endangered polar bear. NBC News Chief of Environmental Affairs.
Okay, so that's the problem. President Obama staying in line with the Bush administration, that's just a bad topic sentence altogether. It's misleading in the grossest of extents. If you listen to the whole entire story, you find out that the reporter that she's talking to now, Ann Thompson, will tell you that that's not exactly what's happening. So it's a bad teaser altogether. But anyway, she says that the main thing is that they couldn't regulate global warming through this act. It doesn't say that Obama's going to not regulate global warming. That's not it at all. As a matter of fact, she doesn't even say until minute 114 in this video what Obama's even going to do or what he planned on doing or anything to that extent. In fact, at point 202 in this video, which I'm going to show right now, that's when she finally actually says the differences between Obama and Bush. Hold on.
Now, if the Obama administration is not willing to use the Endangered Species Act, you did just say a lot of things they are willing to do, but how are they going to plan to do that?
Well, I think what happens is, and this is the difference between the Bush administration and the Obama administration, is that the Obama administration has made one of its goals to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide emissions and other greenhouse gases that are produced here in the United States. You know, the United States and China are the two largest emitters of greenhouse gases. So the Obama administration is doing it on several fronts. First of all, it is supporting a cap and trade bill that is working its way through Congress. It wants a cap and trade bill, and that would essentially limit the amount of greenhouse gases that coal-fired power plants or vehicles or any industry could produce. The other thing that's happened is the Environmental Protection Agency has ruled that greenhouse gases are a danger to public health and welfare. And so they are expected to release some, or to propose.
Okay, so, sorry for throwing the camera around like this, but here's the thing with that. She just explained the differences. That should have been said much earlier on in this whole entire program, because if you're just tuning in, you have no idea what's going on and you think Obama's in line with Bush, when that's really not even the case at all. So, this is what I think should have went much earlier in the video too. At 3:25, she actually says the Bush administration didn't show any interest in a cap and trade or reducing greenhouse emissions or any of that sort. And environmentalists wanted that, but he didn't show any interest in it. But she doesn't say that until 3:25, 3 minutes after they say Obama is in line with Bush, and after they say Obama wants a cap and trade and all this other stuff. So why was that said at the end and not made known right away up front? Well, here.
Either by backing cap and trade legislation or having the EPA regulate greenhouse gases.
NBC News Chief of Environmental Affairs, Ann Thompson, thank you so much.
Take care, Derek.
You can read more.
Okay, so that's basically what she says about that at that point. But if you're just tuning in, like I said, about 500 times already, you wouldn't know any of this stuff, because Obama's really nowhere near Bush in his global warming policy. Bush had no interest in regulating climate change or any of that stuff at all, and that's why he wouldn't put the polar bear in the Endangered Species Act and made it so that they can't be put in there and be further protected. But that's not Obama's reasoning for doing what he's doing. He's trying to do other things. So I just think that the real story is too far embedded in this package to even, for somebody just tuning in to even get anything out of this. It's the anchor or the producer, whoever wrote this headline into this story, it was just completely misleading and untrue. I know they want people to watch, I know they want ratings and all this other stuff, but there's better ways to get people's attention, and there's much better ways to get a better teaser.